Hello, everyone, and welcome to a podcast today brought to you by VuWall. I'm your host for today, Gabrielle, and right now I'm so thrilled to be joined by Paul Vander Plaetse, who's actually founder and CEO of VuWall. Today we're going to be talking about the inception of the company and just all of the notable challenges that they've faced over the past few years. So here to enlighten us on that subject as well as provide actionable industry insights is Paul. So Paul, welcome.
Thank you.
Of course. All right. Well, to get us started, what led you to create VuWall? Where was that idea originated from?
I've always wanted to start my own company in any industry. I happened to have experience in the AV industry. I worked with Barco and Matrox before that. So I started this company when I saw the opportunity that was coming. And the opportunity was that I saw the video wall market before I started was a very specialized market. Video walls were very limited to expensive setups and so on. And I don't know if you remember, around 2006, the ultra narrow displays came to the market, and I saw that the video wall would explode. There would be a lot of applications for video walls. And the control systems, the computers were becoming strong enough. The graphics card, the capture cards were becoming strong enough to be able to build a video wall processor from commercial off-the-shelf hardware. The only thing that was missing for control room was a good software that allows to use all these commercial off-the-shelf hardware and offer a solution that is useful in the control room market. So that's what I did. And I found, I'm not a developer myself, I have an engineering background, but I'm not a programmer, so I found two.
Yeah, well, what was like your background coming into this? Like, how did this form your vision?
Yeah, so I worked several years for Barco, both in Belgium and in Canada, and a few years for Matrox also, that do the graphics cards and the capture cards for video wall controllers. So that's how I got this understanding of the market and of the opportunity.
Well, that's definitely like a unique position to be starting from too. I mean, it's not specialized in video walls. So it's incredible that you've been able to form a company of this magnitude and just impact. So how have you seen from your position as founder and CEO, just how the company has evolved specifically over the past few years, just from where you started?
So yeah, I started this in 2009 in my living room. So
it's evolved from there, I'm sure.
Two developers trainees in the living room. Okay, can you develop this software for me? I need this and this and this. The first trade show we did was with my iPad, and I showed everybody the interface of the new software that I was proposing. And that grew into one project at a time. Now we're a company with offices in Germany. Our headquarters in Montreal. We have an office in Atlanta also. So we have customers all over the world. That's impressive.
It's very impressive.
I don't know how that happened, but
yeah, right. You just wake up.
It's the people that built this company more. The people that believed in the project, that joined me in that project, that built this growing company.
Absolutely, because great ideas they're great, but it's only as good as your team to help support that vision and help it evolve from living rooms to across the country corporations. So, what have been probably some of the biggest challenges that you think the company faced, just more specifically? It's hard because there's so many challenges. But if there's one you had to pinpoint that was hard for the company to kind of just overcome, and that ultimately set you up for success in the future, if you had to pinpoint that.
So yeah, as you say, there's many challenges. There's a permanent challenge that most entrepreneurs will share, is to find the right people for the right function in a company that's growing, where functions are evolving all the time. So it's a very moving target, where you need to hire people that are flexible enough to evolve with the company. And even myself, what I'm doing now is different than what I was doing 2 or 3 years ago, and that's true for everyone in the company. And finding the right people to do the right thing is very hard. I find.
Yes. No, that's true. I mean, across industries, not just pro AV. I mean, it's hard to find, as you said, like roles. I mean, they're constantly evolving with our own lives, our own experience, and to have that kind of drive to continue working for the company and just all of the different changes that come with it. And then you got to rise up to meet it. So definitely understandable. Well, control rooms in particular seem to be a very challenging market. So why is VuWall so focused in this particular market versus all these other markets like digital signage or corporate AV? So why this one?
So I don't know if control rooms is a challenging market. It's a complex market. So every control room project is a complex. But the way to work in that market is really to partner with good integrators and work with them in partnership for the success of each project one at a time. So that's the key to success in the control room market. But it's a conservative market. So I came in as a newcomer. VuWall was a newcomer. Most of our competitors had been around for more than 20 years. So you come there with new ideas. You need to prove yourself, and the first people who believe in you, then they see that it works, and they continue following you. And with word of mouth, and one project at a time, you build a reputation, which is critical in control room. It's not just a product; it's the reputation, the dedication, and the support we give until the end customer is satisfied with the solution.
No, absolutely. Word of mouth is so very important. So it's a multifaceted approach to success. How did you manage to break through as you said, you were a new guy to the space. So as this unknown guy in the control room market.
Yeah, it was, that was a challenge actually, because people said, okay, your solution is innovative, interesting, but okay, let's...
Yeah, you have to prove yourself.
Yeah, and changing habits is very difficult. So my very first customers were customers who were stuck with a problem they underestimated. They thought they could do it with a specific solution and they couldn't, and they came to me, can you do that? Yes. Can you deliver? Yes. Okay, let's try it because we have no other solution. And that's how you build your reputation little by little. So now people don't come to me when they're desperate. They come to me because they know we have a solid solution and they can find a partner with us.
Well, that's excellent advice as far as like starting out as an entrepreneur. I mean, sometimes you got to do the work that nobody else wants to do because it's difficult or maybe it's lesser pay. But I mean, you're building your brand, you're building your reputation. And ultimately, at the end of the day, people will come back to you for more products and more solutions as you build your brand. Well, that wraps up the conversation for today. So thank you, Paul, for joining us on today's podcast to discuss all of the notable challenges and solutions that VuWall has gone through, as well as just the inception of the company. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Of course, and as always, if you'd like to learn more, please visit the website at VuWall.com and look for this podcast wherever it is you get your podcasts at. I've been your host, Gabrielle. Thanks for tuning in.